Okay, back to Interloper. We're working on getting some boots. I believe the Aurora is up. I'm not real sure. I gotta take another look. Yeah, it's pretty cold though. There will be an arrow up in the shelter. Here we got an arrow up. Hoping in the morning for some more rabbits to respawn here behind the trapper's cabin, and we're going to work on getting our boots and mittens together. Hey Craig, welcome to the stream. Got a phenomenal run going, partner. You gotta find ways to make that 500-day badge in Interloper. You got to. That would be an achievement, an incredible achievement. And you certainly set the bar high, my friend, so I've definitely got something to shoot for here. As you can see, it's night, and I gotta work on getting some boots. Nope, we'll see, because you're in the driver's seat of that bus, man. You're gonna take us. We're all on the ride with you, so you're gonna take us. I see just how far it goes. Hopefully the temperature will stay with us. I'm gonna eat this deer steak. I know, that's why maybe you should start mapping or something. Maybe go to Timberwolf Mountain, try to get up there and get all those cargo crates or something to keep you going. But you still got to be careful, because you got a phenomenal run going, man. That run ends, you're going to be so unhappy. And I know a lot of complacency creeps into the game at that point, but that's what it's all about. It's just about the survival thing. Map every map, get that achievement also. There's all kinds of achievements you could go for, which is a good thing, keep you out of the boredom, but it takes forever. Let's see how we can sleep here. Hopefully we can sleep the night out here in this shelter. Time. Well, you can walk to the mountain too, but it takes forever, man, and there's no shelters. That's the bad thing about it. Yeah, we got an arrow down now. Yeah. I don't even want to sleep another hour out here, but I got to offset my time. Yeah, I hear that. Matches are a definite problem too along the way. But if you could stockpile, a couple bears or, several wolves or something, then you could cook up in a long session, not have to worry about food for a while. But that's if you got the stuff to sustain you. Yeah, I don't know how much. We'll try one more hour out here. Might be a bad deal. Now the temperature's going up a little. Okay. Okay, we'll try another hour. Try to keep ourselves out of trouble. It appears that when you go to sleep here, you have an arrow down. When you put the sleeping bag on, the arrow goes up. That's what it's looking like. 27 degrees. Not that time. Okay, we might have to go in after this hour. We may have to go inside. Nope, not yet. "22 days. Well, we'll go in and finish sleeping. I'm not going to play in that thing. Hopefully in the morning the weather permits, we go look for a couple saplings that flare at the hunter's blind and prepare ourselves to go to the forge. Another 6, I doubt it. Okay, that's fine, Craig. That's fine, partner. Not a problem. Just a little more sunlight. We can do a little repair to the bedroll and hopefully strike out, get a couple saplings, find a flare, prepare ourselves and go to the forge. Just a little more sunrise. Some more rabbits out in back of the trappers here. I hope they respawn today. I think this will be the 3rd day. Oh, we'll see how we do. 368 outdoors and 167 outdoors, 167, 386 indoor. I don't like that at all. Not at all. Well, 85 is better than 55. We're running real low on cloth. 3 pieces. drink some more water here shortly. Rabbit pelts. These 2 hides are done. Just waiting on the gut to cure. We're gonna make some boots and mittens. Seems windy outside. Rabbit. Watch for the bear. There he is. Hanging around as usual. The old bear. Come back and we'll come up with a bow and arrow very soon. Drop in real quick. Bear will be coming back over here to check me out with scent. 1 rabbit, huh? Yeah, we gotta go inside anyway. Cold. The clothes are terrible. We did get a rabbit, so you can take care of that. I'll get him through for our mittens. Bear, hopefully the bear moseys toward the pond so he can run interference for me. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining me. Trying to get some mittens and boots together. A couple more saplings so we could head to the forge in Forlorn. Just going to take a little while longer here at Trappers, so hopefully the rabbits will respawn for us. The bear will leave us alone. Look at this meat. I wonder if the old bear went over the hill or where the heck did he go? Let me take a quick look. 3 arrows down. Terrible weather. So we don't want to run into that bear. That is for sure. Down cold. Just a carcass over here. That real quick. All these crow feathers we can. I don't hardly have any, I know that. Oh, we got some deer over here. A very good sign. They're freezing badly, so we gotta see if we can get these saplings. Pretty sure there's some saplings along the way here. Here we go. Birch. I need a maple, please. Yeah, we're taking a hit on condition, but I got to get over to this hunter's blind and see if there's a flare there. We need a maple sapling. That would help immensely. Hey, hunter's blind. I have no idea where the bear went to. He might spawn off to the left side here as soon as we get to the blind. A whetstone. That's not good. I was hoping for the, truly hoping for a flare. But it's a no-go. No flare. .3, we'll take that and get out of here hopefully. No bear. Yeah, that's unfortunate. No maple as of yet. No maple as of yet. Another sapling over here. That's got to be a maple. Nice maple. There we go. Now we got our maple. We grabbed another birch. We'll go over here and grab our deer steak. Real good, that's good. Now we got our maple. We're taking a heck of a condition hit though. We're gonna have to go back and rest up, wait for this stuff to cure. Make some boots. And still get the hide net on another day. But we got some more sapling. We got some food, so we got to go get conditioned back up. Watch out for the bear. Get our stuff together and get to the forge. Get some tools and a weapon. More importantly, the bow and arrows, I should say. Yeah, we took a good hit today, but it's alright. We got saplings. We got something to eat. This meat. Drop our saplings. These are all cured, that's nice. Okay, as soon as we get these saplings cured and our boots and mittens made, we're heading for the forge. That is for sure. Eat that real quick. These sticks will repair that. Yeah, the snow shelter you got to keep up with repairing all the time, because one day you'll come back, it'll be destroyed. You can't even break it down and get anything back from it. It just says it's ruined. So then you're forced to make another one. about to start a fire soon and cook up that meat, make some more water. For my main goal, I gotta get boots and mittens made and those saplings cured so we get to the forge. We gotta get some tools and mainly the bow and arrow. So we got a chance. Hey, ordinary person, how you doing? Thank you for watching. The game has a mechanic in it called cabin fever, and if you spend too many hours inside, you'll get the cabin fever, and then the game forces you to stay outside for 24 hours. You can go inside, you can't sleep in the bed, it won't let you. So therefore you'd have to have the bedroll, and you have to sleep in a cave or spend some time out in a snow shelter during your days of play. Try to offset the hours inside. That way it keeps you away from the cabin fever aspect. But right now play is pretty slow. We're waiting for our stuff to cure, and then we'll make our boots and mittens, grab our saplings, whatever food we have, and then we're going to push for Forlorn. I was hoping to find a flare in the hunter's blind there, but we may not make it to Forlorn without a flare. If it gets windy, only a torch to protect you, you're pretty much stuck. So you're at the mercy of the weather with no flare. With a flare you can push through the wind and that, but without the flare you're in a bit of trouble. So yeah, I believe it takes 5 or 6 cloth and 16 sticks or something to make the snow shelter, and then of course you got to keep up with the repair on it. But most of the time it's an arrow up. You won't freeze in it, and you offset your time from the inside. And you can repair, you can read, even at night you can read in the shelter, which is a pretty good deal. Not sure if I got a book or not. Yeah, I do. Let's see if we can read. Oh, it's already been researched. Okay. Let's look at our stats here. Yeah, hours indoor, I've got almost 400 hours indoor and only 170 outdoor. So you got to keep the cabin fever away. It'll force you. The game forces you to be outside for 24 hours. So then you're stuck if the snow shelter's cold, or bad blizzard comes rolling through or something. You're pretty stuck then. And there really isn't a cave. It says there's a cave here by the unnamed pond for the bear, but I've never. I mean, it's supposed to be right out front. I've never seen it. And I've watched Craig crawl around the rock, the whole rock there, and he hasn't found it either. So there really isn't a cave here. So you're at the mercy of the snow shelter. But the bear come rooting around pretty soon. Sometimes he comes by the shelter. So hooking, we're almost to 3. Fire starting, we're almost to 4. Haven't done a lot of fishing. Just a little bit at Coastal Highway. The bear kept coming through my camp at Coastal Highway. It was time to get out of there. We had to vacate Coastal, and then we come here, and unfortunately, instead of spawning by the unnamed pond, the bear spawned by trappers. So we got to keep an eye on him also. The only bad thing about Interloper is, in trying to get all your skills up to 5, you'll never get the rifle up to 5 because there just isn't one in the game. So that kind of hinders you from getting that achievement in Interloper anyway. But archery, I unfortunately I had to leave, like I'm saying, 5. I'm thinking 5 books in Coastal Highway that I collected that I just didn't read. And then bring the books or the firewood that you had with you, and I was at the mercy of leaving the books and taking the firewood. Not to say we're not going to go back to Coastal, I like to look that bear up over there that's been giving me some grief. But first things first, we got to make the forge. We got to, we are on day 22. Yeah, so it's just a bit of slow play here now. Waiting for things to cure. I had thought about doing this stuff off camera, you know, but a couple of people watching the stream said they wanted to see everything, and I don't know how everybody feels about it, but you know, right now it's just kind of slow. That's all. So we just got to bide our time, get our condition back up. We're about 50% condition now, I'm guessing. 44. That's bad news. Very, very bad news. And it's kind of hard to get sleep straight through the night in this shelter because you're afraid of the temperature change. So any hours we could spend out here and then sleep inside, I guess is a decent offset. But the hours must be offset, or you're gonna at the forge. The forge is outside in Forlorn, so you don't have to worry about any cabin fever or any of that while you're forging there. You can forge for 3 days straight and not have a problem with that aspect of the game. But right now we are creeping up on it, I believe. We got just a tad too many hours inside. You know, it's here at the mercy of the weather and that. But as long as we got an arrow up in the shelter. And I'm out of cloth. I'm gonna need cloth for definitely. I got 3 pieces of cloth, and I'm gonna need cloth for the forge. At least 2 pieces, one for an axe, one for a knife. And I think I left some cloth in Coastal, so we'll go to Forlorn. Make the tools. We have some more matches that are there, I believe. And once we get a bow and arrow, then we get out of there. Welcome everyone joining the stream. Happy you could take a little time to watch. If you like what you see, please give a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Always be honest. Maybe a sub. You want to see a little more of this awesome snow shelter action right now. But basically, we're at the mercy of the game right now. We're waiting for things to cure. We got to make some boots. We got to make some mittens. That'll help us out immensely on the way through Forlorn. But a flare. The flare is what I had to use. I did have a flare. I had a flare for the longest time, but I did have to use it in the wind one day. So we are definitely in trouble without a flare if the wind starts picking up going through Forlorn. The run could easily end right there. It could very easily end. Hey Sam, how you doing, partner? Thank you very much. So that is our many pain pills. I got 2 pain pills left, which is important. But I do have some rose hips. I craft up these rose hips. I craft these up. Rose hips are good for pain. Mushrooms are good. I got antibiotics, but mushrooms are good for that also. You can never have enough of this. Interloper, if you get parasites, you've got to take 20 doses of antibiotics or medicine for 20 days in a row to get rid of it. So that's another thing. You do not want to go there. Do not want to go there. Okay, we crafted all of that. How much land and fuel do I have? It's saying I can make a torch. A little, yeah, enough for 1 torch. We'll get more for when we go fishing, but all these I do not like these low grade torches. I like 100%ers. You can walk for a while and not have to worry about it. Well, we got some matches. We got a little fire, so we got some fire striker left. Days passing by. We're pretty tired. Get a drink. We're gonna have to make some water. How much wood do I have on me? Doesn't look like any. Yeah, 42%. That's terrible. We've definitely got to get that. Definitely got to get that condition back up. Drinking herbal tea. We'll sleep inside, take our chances, but them hours really got me leery. They really got me leery. 174 and 389. I don't know if half out and, you know, double that in is good. I mean, you just gotta watch. You gotta watch and hope you don't get it. I can start the fire from here. I could probably cook from here. But then, so I gotta make a lot of water too, so let's see what it looks like out here. 2 arrows down. You always gotta watch for that bear, wherever he may be. If there's any sticks we could pick up. No more rabbits. 1 rabbit spawned out here at the beginning of the day, so I don't know if tomorrow more will come or with this lichen. But I'm not going over to the clearing around the shed to look for rabbits, that's for sure. Not with that bear. Coming down the hill there. Looks like it. Yeah, he hangs around here. He loves it here. He loves it here. The old bear. As long as you don't come up over here, partner, I'm cool with you. I'm just hanging here for a couple more days, hopefully, and we can get out. Well, you got a new game, Craig? Oh, we got some water here. Okay, well, we'll make some more. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's sour. What's in this jerry can? It's enough to make a couple torches. Was it a decent deal? I've never played Destiny or Destiny 2. Ah, come on. I should have lit my torch. That was foolish, 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 foolish. Very foolish. Always light your torch starting a fire. That way you got several attempts with it. That was very foolish. Cost me 2 matches. 2 matches off the fire striker. If it doesn't start, then cost me 3. So that's a... You really gotta pay attention. Your mind strays a little bit, you're gonna make a mistake. It's not a... It's a bad one because you don't have the matches, but... Let's cook this. Cook this meat up we got. How come you how come you got it then if you don't like it? Destiny 2 better maybe? Go for another 60. We'll boil up all our teas. Good morning, Benny. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for spending some time watching me. Our teas, watch the fire. Cooking up. Put another piece of it cleaned. Boy, my condition is really terrible. Gotta get that condition up. Pick up all these teas. Sticks. Teas are good to heal you. Teas are good for at least 100 calories a cup if you need to sleep. So we prepared everything we got here. Let's see what we can. We'll eat this one. Tea, herbal tea really helps you recover condition on a straight sleep through. So get a drink of water. Now we'll try for 12, but I doubt it. Okay, drink. Our condition. 83%, not bad for a night of sleep. Gut's taking a while to cure. That's very fresh. We got one cured. Yeah, we need Need a little more time here. These guts to cure. The maple's got a cure. We got the birch for arrows. We got plenty of arrows. We can make arrow shafts and that, but we're gonna need 4 guts for the boots. And how many for the mittens? Boots we got 4 and 2 for the mittens. Now let's go see if there's any more rabbits. If there's any rabbits. What do we got? 3 arrows down. Okay, that's normal. You have like 35. Minus 35. Okay. All they did was spawn 1 rabbit out here today, huh? Blizzard's gonna come in. There are no sticks over here we can get. The lichen. Cold. This is condition. No arrow up inside the shelter. That's terrible. Let's go get warm. That's every time we get warm. Rabbit. Got mushrooms and stuff we can do, but we gotta get warm. No arrow in the snow shelter. That's unfortunate. Hey, how you doing, Al? Thank you for stopping in, buddy, man. Hope everybody's well. On this Sunday morning, a bit chilly outside where I'm at. About 49 degrees this morning. For early September, that's very terrible. A bit chilly out there. Not as cold as it is outside the game here, but it's a bit chilly. Unfortunately. Winter is coming again. Couple pieces of coal to take to the forge. Oh, we got that other whetstone. That was pretty unfortunate finding a whetstone in that hunter's blind. But we definitely needed a flare. A flare would have helped out immensely. The Army of the Dead. army of the dead. Don't care if it's cold outside. Huh, Al? Yeah, we got one cured gut. Next closest one is 78. These two over here should be done today. We got one more to wait for 78. Then those two are the next closest ones for the mittens. The pelts cure much, much faster than the mittens, that's for sure. Yeah, we're doing okay. We don't need tinder because our fire skill is past level 3 or plus 3, so we don't really need that. Yeah, we got a couple deer hides over here. They're all cured up, waiting for boots. All I need is 4 guts. And this one here is curing. 2 more pelts. I can make pants if I like, but I'm not really. I just need this maple to cure. These saplings are cured, and the guts to cure. I got a lantern on me, don't I? No, I broke it down. There was another one here I broke down. We're gonna need more scrap metal. I broke down what was on the stove here already, so. They won't let you break the safe down. That'll let you cut the safe apart. Plus, I believe I left a maple and a couple birch saplings in a trailer at the top of the coastal highway map. So that's a jaunt across the ravine from Mystery Lake into coastal. Check the trailer. I'm pretty sure I left them there. I overlooked them when I left, so. But I did have a maple and a couple birch already, and they should be done. Only thing I'm worried about is cabin fever. Stay here until we get cold or the weather changes and we get an arrow up. But it's so important, it's so very important to offset your hours. Because you get that cabin fever and you're basically, you get a red eye and your condition just keeps draining inside. You can't go back. If you go inside of a structure, the cabin fever gets worse and worse. You're forced to spend 24 hours outside on a stretch. You're absolutely forced to. Yeah, that's the other way. Now, that's all the way across the. Right now, if I take the trail by the mountain face, I'll come to the entrance of Forlorn Musquet to get over to. Coastal highway. I've got to go all the way across Mystery Lake map to the dam, go through there, through the ravine, and then hit coastal highway. So I need to be a little more prepared. Before I start heading around, I'm really at the mercy of the weather right now. All I have is protection, is torches. I wish I would have found a flare at the hunter's blind, but I didn't. I found a whetstone, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, 2 arrows down. The weather's not cooperating. The snow shelter's not cooperating. But all I want to do is get these, I want to get these boots and mittens made. And then head to the forge, see if I get a couple tools and bow and arrow made there. Once I do that, then I'm good. I don't need torches anymore. I don't need flares. I got a weapon. So all we got to do, cross our fingers, and hopefully make it. hopefully we'll make it to the forge. If not, the run will be over. And I know they give you opposition going there. You're going to run into a wolf or two or three, maybe the bear, which you can work around, but if the wind's blowing, then you're in trouble. Start on our pants, and then I believe I might break this hacksaw down for metal, because I got one, another one. And our guts take up room to get up there. And that's our next one. That's our next closest one for boots. Head out back in the shelter, try to offset some time. Yeah, this is some very slow play here right now. I apologize, but there's not very much we can do. No, don't have any shoes yet, partner. But you know what? I haven't had any ill effects either. No frostbite. Socks are starting to get a little warm. I'm out of running low on cloth. That's a problem. I got 3 pieces of cloth, so we're gonna make up these boots. But hell, I ran. I went from Coastal Highway all the way across the ravine through Mystery Lake over to here, and I've been running around here. And the socks are, I believe the socks keep up better than the boots or the shoes do. I honestly do. So that's our story. Slow play. We got to get to the forge. I got to get to the forge and make some tools. I got to get some arrows and a bow and all that. And then we're going to be fighting. I'm going to have to try to take as much wood with me because I know I'm going to be there a little bit. And I'm going to need fire. There's a cave over there by the forge. It'll give me a little bit of additional coal. But, you know, I think I'm just going to try to, I think I'm going to make a knife real quick, a couple arrowheads, and then craft a bow and some arrows. Then I'll go look for some more coal and that. Okay, I'm not sure what's happened to the video there. It's a bit lagging, I believe, some for the audio, I'm sorry. Let's see, arrow down. What in the world? Gotta get warm. Yeah, I wish I could go by that trailer before I went to the forlorn and grab those other saplings, but I'll get them. No, well, let's see how much wood we got. Pieces. $19 pieces. That'll be cured soon. Scrap metal do I have? 8 scrap metal. 9, okay, very good. couple fishing hooks. I think I got one fishing lure. But I'm absolutely blown away that my having no shoes is I've done this well. The game hasn't really penalized me on having no shoes the way that it probably should. So we're gonna make some boots, and then you'll see how fast the socks degrade when you have the boots. Walking around in the socks, man, they hold up very well. I mean, I might be wasting my time making boots, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm not, but the socks are amazing. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Did the audio go out again? Not really warming up. Warm me up now. Let's break the bench. Might as well. Need the wood. Chair and the shelves are the last things here other than wood outside. Hopefully we get a arrow up in the snow shovel. I'm not seeing any more rabbits over here, so I'm not sure how often they're going to respawn. Obviously one respawned at the beginning of the day. That was about 3 days ago. I took out all 3 rabbits here, so okay, we got an arrow up in here, that's good. I think we got some Viking we can make up. Yeah, we got an arrow. That's a good thing for us. We're just at the mercy of letting these guts cure and just hanging out here at the trapper's cabin. Not really a whole heck of a lot we could do. I found the saplings over on the way to the hunter's blind, a birch and a maple, and I got several other birch for arrow shafts, so we're good there. But we're gonna have a problem making these boots, I think. I mean, with these hours, we got 409 and 177. And once I get to the forge, if I make it to the forge, we'll be fine, because the hours, a lot of hours will offset there. But it's just, once you get that cabin fever, you're screwed. You're screwed into staying outside, guaranteed. And if the weather doesn't cooperate, then you're in for a fun time. Our main goal is to get these things made up and get to the forge as quickly as possible, if we can make it to the forge. There's no guarantee, not without a flare. The wind pops up, you're in some trouble. Usually you'll get a storm there, blizzard, so you have to maybe stay in the cave. So I'm gonna have to take all the wood I can with me. A couple medicational type deal, teas, and some food. and craft up a knife real quick, and probably a couple pieces worth of scrap of arrowheads, and then go ahead and make my bow, and then some arrows, and then continue crafting as far as the wood and coal will take me. Then we'll be in a lot better shape. A lot better shape. But there isn't a whole lot you can do right now. Can I craft some bandages here with the beard dressing? No, I can't do that. I gotta have cloth for the forge too, so we're up against it a little bit. I don't know what keeps happening to. Yeah, something keeps happening with the sound. I apologize. I'm sorry. But this is it. This is Interloper survival at its worst. Waiting it out. And off camera, I mean, I'm sure, if you play at home and you're doing this type of thing, it's not really a big deal. You just try to get through it, but it makes for a bit of a boring stream. That's all. But we're gonna get this stuff made up, and then we're moving on. We're gonna go to the forge. Then we'll have some excitement trying to get over to that place. We're at the mercy of the wind and the wolves. That's what we're at the mercy of when we go to the forlorn. Maybe we get through. Maybe the weather cooperates. Maybe our torch gets us there, but no guarantee. I really need a flare. And I believe I spawned in. Let me see this. I believe I spawned in Forlorn. Locations. Days in Forlorn 0. I'm not sure if spawning there would count as a day in there. Well, we got a lot of zeros. Close wolf encounters 24 without a weapon. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this audio. But we've got 10 big rabbits killed. Ooh. On the Holy Grail can opener. Now the best you can hope to do in Interloper when you spawn. If you spawn in Desolation Point, you got a real good chance of finding the bedroll right off the bat, which is huge. Because with no bedroll in Interloper, you're stuck. You gotta try to find that. Mystery Lake spawns it in the camp office, or I've seen it found in a fishing hut with a door on it. Craig's found it there from Suicidal Gaming. Don't forget, Suicidal Gaming's got an incredible Interloper run. He's passed 150 days, I believe, and he just killed everything in sight. Now he's trying to kill the trees, I think, but he's got an incredible run. I'm hoping that he can make the 500-day badge in Interloper. Now, that would be an incredible feat. 500 days in Interloper, the badge. You got to shoot for that. And he's also set the bar pretty high, so that's something hopefully I can achieve also. Try to get at least, hey, if I get one more minute than Craig, I'd be happy. But it's an awful high hill to climb. He's mounting it up awful high, so we'll see. But congratulations to Suicidal Gamies for an awesome run so far. Alright. Get a drink. Hopefully I believe if you watch every 7 minutes in game, or 7 minutes real time, you watch your clock for 7 minutes, your gut should cure 1 more percent per every 7 minutes of real time. So we're getting close. We're getting close to be able to start our boots. It's just the cabin fever aspect of it. That's what ruined a run here at Trappers for me one time. I got the cabin fever. I had no sticks. I had no cloth. I had nothing. Absolutely nothing that could help me. I didn't have the bedroll. There's no cave around, and it just crushes you. So, but I got the bedroll. It's just, you could go find a cave, but it's you'd have to walk all the way back over by the camp office to locate one, because there's just nothing here by Trappers. And you don't, I'm pretty sure you don't want to sleep in a bear cave over by Unnamed Pond if it was there, because that could turn out pretty bad. So get through the night here, and in the morning we should be able to start our boots. Yeah, we should be able to start our boots in the morning. I don't know what keeps happening with the audio on this game. I know it keeps going out, so I don't know if there's something going wrong with my headset or what. But I unplug that and plug it back in, and the audio seems to come back. So something might be happening. At 72%. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to reboot the game or the XSplit or what. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on with the audio. I know I hear it going out, so obviously you guys probably do also. But today is the last day. We're gonna have to wait and get through the night. And we ought to be able to start making our boots. Start getting our boots. By the time we're done with the boots, maybe we'll be able to start crafting our mittens, and then we'll be able to head to the forge. If we make it to the forge, great. If not, then our run's gonna end. It'll end. 24 days, one more. 25 is my best, so we're gonna pass that, no problem. But the thing is getting to the forge. We just gotta get to the forge, craft a weapon, and then we'll be able to go get some more coal out of that cave and do some more crafting. Get to the best position we possibly can. Then we'll be able to keep up with the suicidal gaming site, get ourselves a coat, and go around and hopefully kill everything we see. Poor Craig's running out of Craig's running out of things to kill. He's killed everything on every map, I believe, so far. Now let's go. Go inside and see where our guts are and see how everything's going. Hope everyone's doing well today. 84%. Yeah, probably in the morning. I believe we'll be able to start crafting our boots. Yeah, that's a monster letdown when you come out to your snow shelter and see that it's destroyed. And you can't get anything back from it at all. Not one stick, not one piece of cloth. It's just destroyed. So I learned my lesson on that one. Keep up with a couple sticks every couple days and you're alright. We'll get through this slow play here. It's all we can do. Can't run around. Can't do very much. Foggy anyway. We'd like to collect some more sticks at least. Want to get these boots underway. That's for sure. I believe. Yeah, I can't remember offhand how long the boots take. I think they take quite a few hours though, so we're gonna have to split that between the snow shelter and the crafting if we can. I don't want that cabin fever. That throws a big wrench, a big monster wrench into everything if you get that, because you got to take care of it immediately. You got to go find some place to hang out, sleep, get rid of it for 24 hours. You got to be outside for 24 straight hours, which means then you're going to use some of your wood probably to keep warm. I got to try to take everything I can to the forge with me. There's wood over there in the forge, crates and planks and stuff like that, but I mean, if you want to go beyond what the wood will take you crafting, then you're going to be in some trouble. Unless you're just going to be there, you're going to need to sleep. You're going to have heat. So I mean, the forge trip is it's a couple days there. Definitely a couple days at the old forge. So we're going to try our best to get there. Once we're there, then we can craft something. We'll be in a lot better shape. Grab a hatchet, grab a knife, some arrowheads. Get our weapons together and we'll be in really good shape. Oh, this audio, does the audio keep going out for you guys watching the stream? Because I know it keeps going out in my headphones. Yeah, maybe in the morning a couple more rabbits will spawn. I'm not real sure. We'll have to wait and see. We're almost through. Don't have anything else we can do. Make a torch maybe. Craft it. Get ourselves a 100% torch. Yeah, I'm gonna try to sleep in this shelter all night, offset the hours. I'll go over and get some meat. Get the deer steaks. Hopefully we'll have a decent night and sleep out here. And then get crafting our boots. But I'd love to offset the entire night out here for that purpose. Please excuse me momentarily. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, okay, sound is okay. I just want to make sure the audio is going. I thank everybody so much for stopping in and viewing. We're going to get through this night, and then we're going to start crafting some boots, I believe, in the morning. We'll have our gut should be cured by then, I'm hoping. And then right after that, we should be able to start our mittens. So, there goes the audio again. Oh, I don't know. Don't know what's going on with this audio. I may have to reboot. Not real sure. Not real sure. Not real tired either. Let me go up here and maybe break some sticks. And something, get a little more tired. Cold. One more branch. Come on. Alright. Not seeing any more rabbits. You get warmed up. Hopefully the arrow will be with us all night. We can sleep out here. And then we'll get crafting. Crafting the boots that we need. And the mittens. And our sapling will be cured by then. Then we're heading to the forge. Heading for the Forlorn Muskeg Forge. Try to get ourselves in better shape. We can drink. We got some more water in the cabin. It's not a problem. Real tired. Alright, let's go inside and break down this last shelves. That should get us a little more tired. Break these down. And I don't have a stem. Might not even. Yeah, we're going to be able to do it good. You're up. I hope not. Yeah. It's up. Damn it. Very bad outside when the aurora's up. Okay, let's eat. Drink. No, Val. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. No, Val. This is Sandbox Survival, and it's Interloper, the hardest setting that you can get. Try for 2 hours. No, I started playing the story, but I lost interest in it real quick. The way they had it, put together, I just lost interest in it real quick. But not to say that other people don't enjoy it. I mean, everybody has. It's just it was kind of a letdown because after playing Sandbox so long, it was just like a tutorial that new players needed to learn the ropes of the game, which I understand fully. But you know, we got an arrow down. We gotta try another hour. Now the arrow goes up. Yeah, new when it was released on console, new players needed a tutorial, which I understand fully. Boy, we're not really gaining any condition back, I don't believe. Another hour. You really got to watch when you're in the shelter, because the arrow will change on you, turn you toward the worst real quick. Another hour. So far, you don't really get a lot of condition back. when you sleep an hour at a time. I don't believe that. It really helps you out a lot. But I got to offset the time, and this is the only way I can do it. And it's going to be it for sleep almost. Yeah, not tired enough. Let's pass an hour. Don't like passing an hour. Burns up 50 extra calories. Drink this little bit of water. We get sleep another hour. Nope. Yeah, let's pass it. Okay, now we can go inside. Not very good condition getting back, sewing, 2.5 sewing kits about, so 96% cured. You gotta be kidding me. Unfortunately, it won't let you start with, you know, a couple guts or something. You have to have everything together. So let's go back to the shelter and see if we get an arrow up. That is unfortunate. 4 more percent, we can make boots. I don't know what everybody's thoughts are. Maybe leave a comment if you think maybe some of this should be done off stream. You know, getting through these real slow parts. Yeah, we gained 1%, so we're 3% away. But that's what I had thought about doing, was recrafting all this stuff off camera. You know, getting through the real slow parts. But what people said they wanted to see, so I'm showing, but it makes for very, very slow streaming. But we're almost there. We're almost ready to start crafting these boots. Then we're gonna make some mittens. Then we're going. We're gonna go to the forge. See if we can make it to the forge without a flare. And if we do, then we'll start crafting over there. But it's a long haul over to Forlorn Forge without a flare. Guts for rapid mittens, and 4 for the boots. You can make a bearskin bedroll one day. That'll keep you warm as heck. also heavy. Very heavy also. Storm, let up. I want an arrow up in the can't break down anything else in here. I am totally broke down everything. Oh, there's a chair there, but I will break him down too. Got a good amount of wood to take to the forge with us. Wall that down into cloth. That's not good. Can't break down bandages, I don't think. Chair needs a hatchet for some reason. I guess a heavy hammer won't break that. It doesn't condition our hammer anyway. 59%, that's going to need to be fixed, and I don't have a piece of fur. Well, maybe we'll take care of that over at the forge. So we can start doing our gut, or our boots, I'm sorry. Yeah, the story mode, I waited and waited so long, you know, just like everybody else for it to come out, but it was kind of disappointing. I'm not sure where they're trying to take it. I mean, can they make another part, you know, part 2 of the story? I'm not real sure in a survival type setting that this game is. And I'm really thinking that once the first two episodes are done, which is, you know, helps new players to get acclimated to the game and that, so that they can play also. I'm hoping that pretty much at the 3rd episode is going to be, you know, a lot of action will start in the 3rd episode, I'm hoping. Now that everybody has their, you know, their legs under them on how to basically play the game, to get the tutorial out of the way. But we'll see. I'm under the understanding that the developers have taken the entire month of September off. They're probably pretty tired, probably pretty burned out from, you know, working on the story mode and getting everything ready for that final update. And so they need a rest, and I think they're rehashing their plans for the 3rd episode, and hopefully maybe an update for Sandbox here. Because the last update was Faithful Cartographer, which gave us the mapping system, and then the final release of the game came on August 1st with the story, and unfortunately all my badges got wiped when it came out. Although my achievements were left, which I don't understand, but I lost all my badges. The only badge I didn't have at that point was the fire badge. So that's the first thing I did when I came back to the game, because I gave it up for several months. I mean, Interloper was just also the stone throwing mechanic in the game for getting rabbits is new, which helps out immensely. Because before that, I mean, in Interloper, you were at the mercy of either getting something off of a carcass that you would come across, or if you're lucky, you found a snare in the camp office or the trapper's cabin here, you'd have to set it, and then you would have to wait at least 12 hours just to get yourself one rabbit at that point. which after the update, I mean, you can go outside and throw a few stones, grab yourself 3 rabbits in a, you know, a 5-minute period if your aim is good. So 98 still. Come on, gut. You gotta have the gut. And hopefully, by the time we get the boots done, we'll be able to start on the mittens. Hopefully they had a ton of Milton here on the next update for Sandbox. I think a really killer idea in Sandbox would be the story now takes place on Great Bear Island, but I think a really cool addition would be to have like a bridge that led off the island to the town of Milton. And maybe expand from that point on outward, you know, not everything going on Great Bear Island. Maybe have a bridge with you know, a maintenance shed on it or something that you can stop and maybe sleep in, or at least take some shelter or something. But you know, there's I mean, there's tons of players that play the game that have a lot of ideas on, you know, additions to Sandbox and that. But I quite honestly, I'm not very sure how far the story can go. Not real sure. It may be, you know, they may be able to add, you know, another part or something. But the story is pretty hard in this in the survival. The Sandbox, basically, I mean, if you really think about it, the Sandbox is the ongoing saga of this game, not the story. The story is not the ongoing saga. And adding a lot more craftable things here, you know, the town of Milton and things would help out Sandbox immensely, I believe. There goes our audio. I'm sorry. I apologize for, I'm not sure what's going on. But we're almost here. We got 1 more percent. 1 more percent for the... Come on, audio. 1 more percent, we'd start crafting our boots. We're gonna try, see what's in the snow shelter. Narrow up the outlines right now. Nope. No good. No good, no arrow in the shelter. Come on, Blizzard, stop. 1 more percent. That's all we need. 1 more percent. Couple hides. One more percent. Let's see what we got. How many hours? 12 and a half hours to do the boots. And 5 hours for the mittens. Hey Cash, how you doing, partner? Nice to see you. Hope your day is going well. Waiting for 1 more percent so we can start on our boots. 50. I got 50 subs. That's that's a nice feeling. It's a great feeling. I hope everybody enjoys the streams. I do. It's nice that they spend time watching me. Time's a valuable thing to people. It really is. Sometimes you just don't have enough of it. Yeah, Cash. We're gonna. I'm wanting to look these bears up. Believe me. But we're gonna try to make these boots and these mittens, and then as soon as that's done, we're gonna try to make the Forlorn Forge. Be a rough road to get over there. I didn't find a flare at the hunter's blind, so there is no flare. I have no flare. If the wind's blowing and that, I'm in trouble. We'll definitely have to try to make the cave over there, but it's a real crapshoot making the forge without a flare. 1 more percent. 1 more percent. Come on, Storm, let up. Storm just gonna keep blowing. Game knows I'm close to making something. We found another maple. I'm pretty sure I got a maple and a couple birch in the trailer at the top of Coastal Highway. So once we're set up a little better, I'm gonna go back over there and see if I can get those. Something to build under the workbench there. I don't really want to take a chance on working by that bench without a fire there. I'm pretty sure the forge fire will take care. But that who knows an interloper? Who knows? I mean, that workbench is right next to the doorway there. Who knows? Who wants to take a chance at that point? I mean, once you make the forge, imperative to try to stay safe, and got 5 whetstones though. We'll be able to sharpen up the tools for a while. Come on, 1 more percent. Boy, that storm's going on all day long. Come on, let up. I don't know why they don't let you break down the old chair with a hammer. I mean, or at least push it outside and set it on fire so you get a big old roar. 100% condition. Yeah, well, he did. We start crafting a bit. Oh, the audio. The audio keeps on dropping out of this. I'm not sure if the mic drops out too. I'm not real sure what's going on here. I experienced that also on watching Craig's stream. It sometimes goes out, so I don't know if something's going on with my headphones or what's going on. Come on, 1% more. Let's go. The storm just keeps going and going and going. It's a wonderful day in Mystery Lake today. I may have to reboot this stream. May have to reboot it here. Not real sure. We'll hang out here for a little bit. And when we go into the cabin, hopefully the last gut will be cured and we can start with the boots. We shall see. My big worry is making it over to the forge without a flare, because the wind comes up, man, and you're just going to get attacked and that, so you got no protection at all. If you can't build a fire, you may be able to find a little bit of wind protection and get a fire going real quick to scare off a wolf, but they'll just keep coming back. The flare was an insurance policy, so to speak, in the game to make it there, and I truly cannot remember where I spawned in this run. I'm thinking it was Forlorn, and that means that I grabbed the flare out of the poacher's camp, so that means that there's no flare, that means there's no coal there's nothing. And there's one or two ways you can go. You can hit the entrance to Forlorn, you could go to the poachers, waste a little time and condition to find something or nothing, or you can just start making it around the horn, and it's a long walk over to that forge. The Forlorn Muskeg map is just so huge and so desolate, and the weather they throw at you. I'm sure I'll be getting hit on the way to the forge, because the game is just going to give you a little more uphill battle. Yeah, it'll give you a little more uphill battle. Let's go see if our gut is clear. See any rabbits at all? I'm not seeing nothing. Nothing at all. Over there. Climb the tree. Climb the tree right next to the door here. Not sure if the bear can get you there. Oh, come on, for Christ's sakes. This is ridiculous. The last percentage on his gut's going to take a week. There, thank you. Good God. Alright, let's start. Let's start crafting. Shoot for 5 hours here. Yeah, nice, the storm let up. Get a drink. Get a drink. Okay, let's craft for another hour. audio is really something. Okay, so maybe we'll go get this water. Another drink, try to go another hour, head out to the snow shelter. Hopefully we can sleep out there. Let me grab this rabbit first. We can sleep. Craft another hour. One more hour. Five and a half hours remaining. Hopefully we'll get an arrow up in the snow shelter. No bunnies still. Let's fix this. There. Lights are going to come up again. Got an arrow. I'll meet the rabbit. Alright, let's get a drink. Try to offset some time so we don't get cabin fever. Off that real quick so we don't have scent. Hopefully we won't have to worry about anything. I'm not real tired again. I'm gonna try. We better. Man, my condition just keeps dropping. Well, we'll try 2 hours and see what happens. Arrow down. Arrow goes up when you sleep. That's good. Don't like being in this shelter with the lights up. Truly do not. The aurora is bad news. Jacks the animals up big time. They come right through your torch. They don't care about fire. They don't care about nothing but killing you when the aurora is up. We'll try 2 hours. We shall try another 2. Gotta offset the time, or cabin fever will be a big problem. Try another 2. Nope, the arrow stayed down. That's too bad. It'll probably be very cold. Yep. Go inside. Get inside. Side. There goes the audio. I do apologize for the audio. I do not know what's going on. Still got a couple hours before daylight. Take a drink. Get these boots done. Then the mittens, and I think we'll be ready to go. If we can make it to the forge. That's the whole key, just making it there without a flare. You're in a little bit of trouble without a flare if the wind comes up. Other than that, you could skirt around the wolves with some fire or a torch and, you know, get over there. But once you're there, then they'll be around waiting for you. So you're gonna have to fight your way out of the forlorn forge, that's for sure. Sometimes even the bear comes over there and he'll hang around out in the back. You'll be able to look through the cracks in the wood and see him walking around the back of the shed there. So he likes to hang out there a little bit also. But I guarantee once you're at the forlorn, you gotta have a weapon. You're gonna have to fight your way out. I've done it before, and I've seen people do it. Craig had to fight his way out of there. The only good thing about forlorn is it's outside, and you do not have to worry about any cabin fever when you're crafting. It really offsets your hours pretty good. So every hour you spend at that forge takes away from indoor hours, and that's one very important issue, to try to stay away from that cabin fever best you can. You can't make a snow shelter. You don't have every issue, if you can't make a snow shelter, you're screwed. If you don't have the bedroll to go to a cave, you're screwed. So, and if there's no cave around you, you're basically screwed. Calories, I got 76 calories. Let's try to sleep an hour real quick. Not tired enough, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. Excuse me for one moment. Okay, we are back. On the verge of getting some shoes for the first time in about 5 days of gameplay, but it really hasn't hindered me. I'm very, very lucky there. We're going to have to build a fire. We're going to have to make some more water. I was hoping to get some rabbits before I built it, so I'd be alright. But as far as the trip to Forlorn, I mean, without meat, we got some cattails, 20 cattails, the beef jerky, of course we got some teas, and a can of sardines, I believe. We only got 2 pain pills, so it's important to have some rose hips. We got some rose hips. I'll take all my tea and everything with me when I leave, for sure. But there's an issue. I mean, it's an issue getting to the forge in one piece. Definitely want to get my condition up as high as I possibly can, and then we're just going to make a beeline for it. We might make it, we might not. That is, we're at day 25. Tomorrow I'll beat my best here. Day 25, last run, I believe the bear got me going up the shortcut in Coastal Highway, and he ended my run. So yeah, we get better and better. All we got to do is make the forge. We make the forge and get some weapon, we're alright. We're gonna be fine. It's just making it there. Then I don't care if the wind blows. I don't care if it's up. I don't care. Do not care at that point. Just give me a bow and arrow. That's what I'm looking for. Then we'll go back and look up these bears and been plaguing us. We're going to try to shoot them from standing on the crooked log sticking up out of the ground. I've never been attacked on the log for shooting the bear, but I've seen people get attacked inside the fishing huts, hunting bear. Hello, Clinton. How you doing, buddy, man? Thank you for stopping in. Hope your day is going well. If you like what you see, everybody please give a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Just be honest. And maybe sub. You want to see a little more of the of the shoeless survivor. That's what this is, the shoeless survivor. We have no shoes. But our socks are still pretty decent. And I've been walking around these socks for days. I did repair them a couple times, but I'm really low on cloth now, so that's hurting me. We're warm. Let's go see if we can go in the shelter till the sun comes up. I don't think it's gonna let us craft. I'm well as I can be. Clinton, thank you for asking, buddy. Opening day of NFL today. I imagine a lot of people will be tuning into some games, their favorite teams, what have you. Yeah, the Bears, they got Mitch Trubisky, Cash. I didn't like that. I did not like that. They climbed up the ladder and they traded right, and they got him from the Browns. I didn't like that. I think he's going to be a good player, though. I think you guys got a good guy there. 2 arrows down. You got to get these boots finished. I'm truly hoping for some rabbit. Eat this. Pass an hour. Get a drink. Low on water. We're gonna have to make some water. Pass an hour. Nope. Alright, now we gotta go in. These lights out here. Do not like the Aurora. Do not like the Aurora at all. Throws a whole new wrench into the gears. Okay, let's see if we can continue here. Watered up. Let's see if we can finish off these boots, if it'll let us. 5.5 hours. Now, gotta wait for this. Let me pass an hour here. Pass an hour. Now we'll be able to craft. Get the boots in the books. Boots will be in the books. Did we run out of sewing kit? Must have ran out of sewing kit. Where? Rid of that. Get a drink. Yeah, we got a drink. And now we'll get back to the boots. Hour and a half. And voila. We have some boots. Let's put them on. Hey, look at them new kicks. They look good with that nice patch on the side of my jeans. Very good. They almost match. Color coordinated. Got my driving gloves on. Yeah, they're at 16%. Nope. Let's see, we got a cleared gut. Now we're at the, now we gotta wait for this guy. Another 3 years for 3% on the gut. We gotta wait another 3 years. I figured that might be, just might be cured up in time, but evidently not. Alright, well, back to the shelter. Offset some time. Hopefully we don't get the cabin fever while we're here. And once we get to the forge, everything will be fine. We won't have to worry about it at all. It won't be an issue. We just gotta make it. I am really astonished. There are no rabbits out here. And a burger within 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll stay off. But I doubt it. There are no rabbits. Pretty sure hard pressed to find a stick over here now. Wow. Pretty bad. Pretty bad at old trappers. Yeah, we gotta get these mittens done and we gotta scoot. We gotta get out of here. We're gonna have to scoot out of here. An arrow up in here. And wait for the other gut to finish and then we'll make the mittens. And then we'll build up our condition. 58%. That is absolutely no good. Yeah, it's no good. 58%. I gotta be up there so that we can. We got a shot to get to the forge in decent condition. It's a whole story. That's the whole end game. Here, we'll leave the trappers. We'll hit the exit into Forlorn. Try to make it around. Could make it, we might not. But the run may end there. All depends on the weather that we get. If we don't get some good weather, we're going to be shot down at a blaze of glory trying to get to the Forlorn Muskeg Forge. I would truly hate for the run to end there, but basically my hands are tied. I mean, I got a torch, and that's it. Torch and fire at my disposal. The flare would have been really great. Unfortunately, I was forced to use it. The one I had, and I haven't found another one yet, so maybe we'll get real lucky and make the forge. But I know how the weather can kick up in Forlorn, and I know there'll be a wolf or two on the way there. There's no question about that. So we'll see. We might have to stop in the cave if the weather blows up. I'll have wood at least for a fire. I'm sure I'll have to use 30 pieces to get an arrow up at that point, but at least we got an arrow here. And we're going to really have to build up our condition too. Oh, we'll get the gloves made, the mittens. And if there's any rabbits, before we go, we'll try to get them. We'll cook them up, make some water. And then we're heading out of here. We're getting out of Trappers. Trappers is drying up here. There was one rabbit. I killed 3 rabbits the first day here, I believe. Waited 3 days, and 1 rabbit respawned. And I'm not seeing anything after that. I'm sure maybe over in the clearing by the bear there might be some bunnies, but also the bear can show up there, and the bear will end the run real quick. I don't have a stem. I mean, I'm lacking a lot of things. I don't even have a stem. I hope I can find a stem at the forge, but it doesn't do you any good if you don't make it. It does you absolutely zero if you don't make it. So that's the whole key to our run here. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we made our boots, Steve. We got some boots on now, partner. We're waiting for 3% more on a gut to cure, and then we can start crafting our mittens. And then I want to get a real good night of sleep, try to get my condition up, because that's at 57% right now. And then we're going to make a push for the Forlorn Forge, and we'll see if we make it. We may not make it. The run may end there, but we'll give it a shot. We're going to give it a hell of a shot. Going to Desolation Point, it's just much too far away. Desolation Point. I have to go all the way through Mystery Lake map, across the ravine, all the way back down through Coastal Highway and into Desolation Point. And that's just that's a monster truck from where I'm at right now. So Forlorns are right next door here, and hopefully we'll be alright. Hopefully we make it. If we don't make it, then we're just done. That's it. End of a run. But you know what? I can't complain. I walked around for days and days without boots on, so and it didn't do me any ill effects. Was a little, I fixed my socks a couple times, but the socks really held up. I'm really surprised I didn't get frostbite on my feet and all that stuff. I mean, I'm really shocked. So going without boots really isn't a monster horrible thing. I mean, it is. I mean, eventually you're going to want to get them, but it was my stupidity anyway. I was fooling around with some torches or something, trying to break them down. I was by a gas station, probably nervous, and screwed myself there. So I lost my boots. Are sitting there probably filling up with snow right now. Yeah, I know, it's pretty funny, man. Pretty funny. But we're gonna offset our time here a little bit. Offset our time here a little bit and try to, hopefully that gut will be cured up and we can start on our mittens. And then really at that point, after the mittens are done, I'll try to get a good night's sleep inside. At that point, I don't care if I get cabin fever or not, because we're out of here. Unless there's a blizzard. I mean, a blizzard will hold us back just a little bit. We'll have to wait for it to pass, but if we get the cabin fever, then we'll just deal with it, because we're going to the forge and we'll be able to take care of it. It won't be an issue. I just did not want to get it up before the point that I was ready to leave here. So I'm thinking my maple will be cured in there. We're very close to being cured. That I'm hoping for. But let's go back inside and see where our gut is. We'll get some mittens made up. My clothing, I found a coat. 52%, that's terrible. All these birch are cured up. So that gives me, out of these, that gives me 15 arrow shafts I can make. Plus I believe I've got a maple and a couple birch in the trailer at the top of Coastal Highway map, which when I'm better set up, I can go back over there and get them. Then we'll work on getting a better coat. I believe I'm just going to go for the bear coat right off the bat. I'm not even going to mess with the wolf coat. The bear coat is excellent, keeps you warm. You don't have to can't run, but you shouldn't have to run from much at that point with a weapon and a bear coat. I mean, bear coat gives you some great protection, and of course, along with the bow and arrow, really helps you out. And we'll get a couple rotten decoys going, because we're gonna have to. We'll be shooting our way out of Forlorn, that's for sure. So we'll be able to get some boots or some meat there for a decoy. Hopefully I can grab a deer really quick. I apologize for the audio. I don't know what's... I fear I may be having something going on in my head, so I'm not real sure. But it's happened watching other streams also. And I don't believe it's happening to the people that are streaming. So obviously I must be having a problem here. But I thank everyone for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying a little bit of slow play we got going here, but we're at the mercy of that gut. We need 2% more. We're gonna make the mittens. We're gonna get some sleep, and then we're out of here. We are definitely out of here. I don't believe they're gonna spawn any more rabbits over here. It's making it a little uneasy for the food issue, but yeah, we got to get out. We got to go to the forge. That is our mission. And hopefully we'll have luck on our side. If not, hey, run will be over. Boy, this audio is really irritating. I apologize if you experience any difficulties through the stream, but I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't have any loose or fraying ends or anything on anything here. We got to get that gut cured, 56%. We got to get our condition up and get to the forge. But sitting in the shelter surely does offset time, and hopefully we won't even have to. Hopefully we won't get the cabin fever. We got to make it through the mittens, and make it through another night of sleep. I'll drink my last herbal tea. Try to get my condition up best I can. And then the adventure begins. The adventure will begin. Got another piece of rabbit there. We'll check our gut. See any rabbits at all? No rabbits. Haven't seen the bear either, which is good. No rabbits. I might have to run over to that clearing over there. See if there's anything there. Let's check our gut. But that bear, he likes to appear quickly. He come down the hill by that shed there when you're coming back around. I mean, he could be over there rooting around in that clearing as we speak. 99%. Take a drink. Yeah, we're going to have to make up some water. Darn it. The maple's got a cure. Maple has got to cure. Alright, well, let's take a... Do I have any rocks? I don't even have any rocks. I better see if I can find a couple stones over here. I'll run over to that clearing. See if there's anything there at all. I mean, look at this. There's basically hardly no sticks over here anymore. One arrow down isn't bad, but no, I don't believe they're. I believe they might put a rabbit here every 2 or 3 days. There's the bear, so that puts the kibosh on going over to that clearing. See, you get over in that clearing, man, and that guy will appear, and then you come back through, and all of a sudden it's bad news. Yeah, thank you for coming by now, buddy, man. Thank you. I just wanted to run over there real quick, but ain't no way now. I'm gonna come back and look you up, my friend. If I'm fortunate enough to get over and get a weapon, I'm coming back for you. I am gonna come back for you. I'm gonna go right on that log, right over there where that rock is, that big log sticking up right there. Right under my torch, there's a fallen log. You climb up to the end of that log, and he sees you, and he'll mosey right on up there, and then you nail him right in his head from that log, and hopefully you get an insta-kill. If not, he'll run around a little bit and bleed out, but that's the best way. And climb the tree, take a look. Take a look around. Yeah, more matches at the forge too, Steve. I'm hoping I can just get there, because if I can't, I mean, with the weather will put a... All I got is torches to help me. Torches and fire starting, so... Well, we can't go over there and look for any rabbits, so... Check our gut, not done yet. 99. Get warm a little bit. Hopefully I get through the mittens and sleeping without getting cabin fever. My axe was at 55. This one's at 95. We'll take that one. We'll break this other one down for some metal. An hour. I wonder if I can... Damn this audio. I don't know if it keeps going out for you guys. It does for me. I wonder if I could break this down in the snow shelter. An hour. Running out of daylight again. Are we up and running? Did the stream come back? Are you guys able to view, or do I need to reset? I believe we came back. Are we good, guys, or no? Okay, very good. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened there. That rabbit. We'll go inside. See where our bud is at. I apologize for that interruption in the stream. Let's get a drink. Oh, we don't have any more water. Yep, that's a problem. This book. And that's 100%, so the old fire striker's running out anyway. Yeah, we'll have to make up some water. That's a little wrench in there. I'm just worried about getting my condition back up so we can make the trip. That's the judgment of the of our run here, is if we can make it to the forge or not. That is definitely our problem. A bunch of water. A drink. Or that tinder plug. Another 20. Take another torch. However lousy it may be. And let's see. Eat that rabbit. And then these sardines, I believe. Another drink. Okay. Well, I'm gonna sleep without the tea. I'm gonna save the tea for my. We might have to spend one more night here after making the mittens. I'm gonna save the tea for that night and hopefully get my condition up to 183 by the time we make the mittens. The tea probably would have got us close to 100, but I'll save that for our last night here in Trappers. We're gonna make the mittens. See if we get a couple rabbits or so, and if not, then we're going. We got the cattails and that, but I'd like to have a little bit more meat. Please excuse me momentarily. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see where we're at. Still a little ways away from... Yep, we'll pass an hour, burn a little calories, who cares? Hey, workbench, should I get on my... We'll go 3 hours, take a drink, get our mittens done. Always get that drink or your conditional drop while you're doing stuff. Bad enough with the food losing condition, but now we got some mittens going. Now, what do we got here? 67, geez. Birch definitely dries out faster than the maple. I got both of those at the same time, so the old maple being a little inhospitable right now. We got a couple more scrap metal we can drop off of that hacksaw. Sewing kit's alright. I only got 2 pieces of cloth left though, so I can't repair anything at this moment. But there might be a coat or something over there in thank you, Steve. Yeah, it's been a little while coming, but we're alright. We're in a better position now to head over to the forge. I just wish that maple was a little more cured than what it is, but I imagine it's already noon, so we're going to spend another night here in the trapper's cabin. I'm hoping for a couple bunnies out here. Yeah, I can stack them. That bear over there, boy. I'm going to come back and look you up, buddy, man. We're going to take care of that issue. They're not giving us any rabbits over here. I know I got the meat off of that carcass over the hill, so that's no good to us. Yeah, they're not, unfortunately they're not respawning anything here. No rabbits. This has been days. I got 4 rabbits here and that's it. Behind the trappers. We'll break the shelter down before we go. I want to use 2 sticks and fix it so I can break it. I'm not sure exactly what percentage it drops down to. Who knows, 80%. But in all honesty, when my shelter was ruined in Coastal Highway, there was a monster blizzard, so it was probably down on condition. Then the blizzard finished it off, so there wasn't basically anything we could do. You couldn't be out there anyway with the blizzard. So we got one more night here. Hopefully we'll get up, it won't be a blizzard, and we'll be able to go. Then the adventure begins, getting to the forge. If we can make it to the forge, then we'll be alright. That maple is the maple is an enemy right now, that's for sure. 'Cause we need that for the bow. I'll be stuck in the forge until I can make that bow. What is it for? What is it for? Arrowhead's an hour. A knife is 3 hours. Hatchet's 4 hours. The hatchet I don't really need. I mean, I'd rather make arrowheads than the hatchet because I can use the hacksaw to cut limbs if I want to. I mean, it's not a real big deal. If my back's against the wall, I'm just going to make knife and arrowheads. And I maybe get some more coal out of that cave close to the forge. Will help out, but we're almost ready. Another night's sleep will get us our condition up, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm glad I could help you out, Steve. Glad I could help you, partner. Yeah, that's the only plan we got now, man. The only plan. We got our boots, we got our mittens, we got some cattails. Will help us out over there. As soon as I get a bow and arrow, if there's a deer close there, I can get him and get some meat to eat. Because the wolf meat, I can eat one piece, but not all the wolf meat in the world over there. Bear meat doesn't do me any good at this point in time. Not until I get my condition or my cooking up. And that is only at 3. We got all that way to go for level 4 and level 5. I'm sure cooking up a few wolves and a couple 3 bears will help me out big time to get it up there. Then I'll be able to eat anything I want. And that alleviates a lot of pressure also. A lot of pressure. Yeah, I know, Steve. Best laid plans of men and mice. But unfortunately, there's no way you can get the achievement for getting all your skills at level 5 in Interloper because of the there's no gun in it. So the best you're going to be able to do is claim that achievement on Stalker or below. Which would be, it would be cool if they gave you a way to get a gun in Interloper, because you know, even if they put a piece of a rifle in several maps where you had to travel and get each one, you know, and basically assemble it. I mean, that would be a good thing to you know, chase down in the game, give you a directive. But as of now, no, there's no rifle in there, so you can't get that achievement. And we're gonna spend one more night here, and then hopefully be able to get out. But they're just not putting any rabbits here. And now the fog is gonna start rolling in a little bit. And that clearing over there past the shed, around that little boulder to the left, that's where the bear's cave is, right over there on that big boulder right behind the small one in the shed there. It's connected to that, so he hangs around in that thing over there. But I can't believe they spawned one rabbit here. Hello, Dr. Jones. How you doing today, my colleague? How's everything going? I hope your day is going well. I'll break down a branch. I mean, they've hardly put any sticks over here. No rabbits, that's for sure. Break down what we can, pass this time. And then we'll get out of here, head to the forge, hopefully. All the way around the horn to the forge, a long, long way to go. It is a long way to go. I'll have to go to that clearing and see if there's any rabbits over there. I know that bear will be over there. The bear died. One time the bear died right up there, right above my torch on that boulder for me. I had to climb all the way up there and harvest them from up there. It's the first time I ever saw that with the bear. All right, we got an arrow up. We just gotta get through this day. I would pass time if I had the calories to do so. I was really hoping on a couple rabbits so I could just accelerate and get out of here, but of course, Interloper is not going to oblige us. We can't get over to the. Well, I can't get over there, but I'm sure the bear will be there. So it's pretty much a waste of time. Pretty much a waste of time to go over there because he'll be there, and if he gets us, then we're absolutely cooked. We're down to 20% condition. There won't be any food here, and we'll be in really, really bad shape. So I just want to avoid that. All I want to do is make a beeline to the forge now. If I can make that happen, if I can get there safely, then we're in business. We are definitely in business. But as we all know, the game may have other plans for us. On day 26, and we got too many hours inside. Too many, I fear. And I just don't want to deal with that cabin fever because it gives you the red eye very shortly, and you can't sleep, and it dwindles down your energy, and it's just a bad scene all the way around. We can avoid that and get out of here, then we're in that much better shape. But we'll see. Like I said, the game always has a different plan, a different agenda for you, it seems. So we're gonna bide our time here a little bit more. We'll get up. Probably will be a blizzard in the morning. Would not surprise me in the least. To try to set you back a little bit, but I definitely like to make the forlorn forge before dark. Don't like messing around, going around the horn with short time of the day, because you just add more troubles to your travel doing that. I mean, the best way is straightforward. Of course, everybody knows best way is a nice day. Get around there, no wind. Be able to use your torch for protection. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's great, but hardly, very hardly, an Interloper. It doesn't give you that luxury. I mean, every day it's just like 3 arrows down. It's the norm, but my clothes aren't the best. I haven't been able to really find any really good clothes. I just got some shoes, for goodness sakes, after days of walking around in my socks. So we got our mittens, we got our boots, we got our saplings. The maple's got to cure more. I might have to take that over there and leave it cure the rest of the way at the forge, but that means sitting there longer. And food is an issue. Definitely going to be an issue. Because, what is that? The bow is what? I won't even give you a time. I'm thinking it's 5 hours. I may be wrong. It might be 12. I know the arrow shafts, I think, are an hour to make 3 of them, and then I believe it's like a half an hour. An hour and a half to make a bow, an arrow. So it's got to be longer for the arrow shafts, but hour and a half. I think all the times are increased also in wolfskin coat. I believe it took close to 50 hours for Craig to craft that, and the bearskin coat I think is over 50 hours. So I mean, the times for I don't think the time for the boots or the mittens went up at all. And 12.5 hours for pants, that's not too bad. But for the coats, they really went up. Snares are basically worthless in this game unless you're unless you're set up somewhere with 10 of them and you just want to throw them out and hopefully get a few rabbits the next day. But from the way they're spawning rabbits here, it doesn't look very realistic to have a lot of snares set out. But we got just a little bit more of slow play here, fellas, and then we're going. And we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully the next day we get out of here. Got one arrow down. I'm wondering if I could cut a log. That M1 an hour and a half would probably kill you. Go over here and see what's going on. Maybe we get a rabbit or at least one rabbit to help us get our condition back up over here in this clearing, but it's a dangerous proposition with that bear. Yeah, there he is. Probably no bunnies over there. Not anybody in their right mind would just probably vacate that clearing. So, but he's a persistent guy. He hangs around here. He likes it here. I think he's waiting to move inside the cabin when I leave. Yeah, unfortunately. We leave, we'll break down our snow shelter. That'll give me a few more pieces of cloth, some more stick. We'll be overburdened with all the wood I'm taking. I got that couple pieces of coal, the lantern I want to take. I don't know if I should really take that or not. Yeah, he can wait a long time, Steve, because I don't want no part of that bear hug. That bear ended my last good run I had going, trying to take that shortcut. I wanted the shortest way up to the tower, and that was the shortcut there. But unfortunately, as soon as I got to the top, the thing roared, and I ran. And I ran down the path as far as my stamina would take me. I turned around, I didn't see hide nor hair of that bear. I took a few more steps, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he was like wham, right on me. So I don't know if he teleported. I don't know what happened, but I know I didn't see him. I know I did not see that guy. So I thought I was in the clear, but unfortunately, that ended our run. Coming down to the nitty-gritty, not really tired enough to sleep. Don't want to burn the calories, but I got to get my condition up as close to 100 as possible to make this trip, or else. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That bear, man. He just seemed to come out of nowhere. I was really amazed at that. But we're past our best of 25 days, and every minute we go on is a best our time for this run. But we could get a bow and arrow. We're really gonna be in business. We'll be in business. We don't have to worry about no more torches and all that stuff. No flare. It's just making it there. That's the big deal. That is the biggest deal over them all. Just making it to the Forlorn Forge. And Forlorn is horrible. Forlorn is just a wide, gigantic hellhole of a map. Yeah, the bow will change things big time. It will change things big time, but the maple's got a cure. The maple's that's taken a little while too. And I venture to say, even after sleeping, the next morning it's probably still going to need another 15% curing or something. So that'll have to happen over at the forge. And food becomes an issue at the forge. I think there's a crate you can break, gives you a couple cans of dog food under it or something that'll get you through a little bit if you don't get sick. But yep, frozen cesspool, you got that right. Forlorn is a horrible place. Horrible. Hardly no shelters. There's a cave, but you know, you got to make it to that thing also. It's just a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot now making it to the forge. That's all. It's a real crapshoot. Yeah, real. It is a real crapshoot. There's an abandoned snow camp there, but maybe there is. Yeah, the audio went out again. Okay. Audio is back. Yeah, somewhere around the... Oh, there's a cave there past the shelter. We can maybe grab some coal out of real quick and then head over to the... Yeah, I got the bedroll and I repaired it. It's only at 81%. It was at like 59 or so, so I had to sacrifice a couple pieces of cloth, but I'm down to 2 cloth for the forge. I'll break down that snow shelter. That'll give me more, but you gotta have cloth, scrap metal, and coal. When you want to take a little more coal with you to the forge when you go, they give you some there, but I mean, if you want to make the most out of your trip there, let's check this maple. 70%. Hopefully by the morning it'll be really close, but I got to take all this wood to coal. I got water on me. We'll make it over there. Providing we make it, we'll grab the matches that are there. It'll give us a little more. And hopefully we'll get our tools crafted up and get the bow and arrow. Yeah, if I get caught in the weather, at least I can hang in the cave. I'll have some wood in that, but it'll probably take 30 pieces of wood to get one arrow up in the cave because you're trying to go to the forge craft and stuff. Boy, there's just no rabbits over here. Absolutely none. That's terrible. Desolate. Desolate. See if the bear is over here. I mean, it's a risky proposition because that bear, he'll come down that hill, or he'll come down this other hill over here and come around the shed, and that's where Craig ran into him. He tried to get around the corner of the shed, and the bear was coming right there at that time. I'm not, there's the bear. I'm not seeing any rabbits, nothing over there in that clearing. Nothing but that bear. Yeah, he just walks around there probably to keep the rabbit population down. Yeah, right, Steve. Right. Yeah, that cave is there. There's supposedly a little more coal. And then once you make it to the forge, toward the back corner of the map, just past the forge, is another cave. And then you could get a little more coal out of there if you want to. But you gotta have protection at that point. Yeah, at that point you gotta have some protection. Boy, I can't believe they spawned one rabbit. 3 rabbits the first day, three days went by, and then 1 rabbit. And that was it. Pretty terrible. Food's becoming an issue. Food will be an issue at the forge. The longer it takes me to get the bow and arrow together, the more of an issue it will be. No, if you're at the forge and you walk, if you walk away from the ice toward the mountain from the forge, and you follow the rock face all the way toward the right, in the corner, not far from the forge, is another cave with coal in it. But it's in the corner. I mean, you got to get there. You got to have protection. You just really can't count on the torches. So hopefully we'll make it. I mean, if not, just chalk it up to the game. Okay, we got that red thing going above the eye. Is that cabin fever creeping up on us, I wonder? Not really sure what that is. I've seen it before. I think it's cabin fever creeping up. Yeah, I was afraid. I've been trying to offset time. At least I got my boots and mittens made and all that stuff, but now I'm at the mercy of the snow shelter. I really wanted to get a good night's sleep so I get my condition all the way back up, and now I'm going to be forced to do that in the shelter, and an hour at a time really doesn't build your condition up like, you know, sleeping straight 8 hours or 10 hours. I don't believe that it does. I think I'm pretty sure it's cabin fever. I'm pretty sure. Sleeping inside another night, I'll probably get it. Because my hours are 212 outside and 450 inside. So I think we're pushing the envelope here for that. And if you get that, you just get the red eye, man, it just drags your condition down. Unless you're able to stay outside. So, we got a little more time. We'll get some sleep and then we're heading for the forge. Soon it's going to be dark. Hopefully we'll get some sleep. Man, a rabbit would be great. That bear doesn't like to... It appears he doesn't like to stray far from the clearing over here, especially when you want something over there. It's just going to stay there. Yep, that's where you go. You come back here. Come back here and go out on this log. You wait for him to come and you nail him. Grab the sticks. Get out of there. One more night. You'll see how much wood I got in here. For sure. Okay, Steve. Have a safe trip, partner. 72% cured on the maple. See how much wood we got. $26. Yeah, 26. Well, if I build an 8-hour fire outside, it'll take 16 of them. Come on, maple, cure. Hope everyone's enjoying the slow play here. Sorry for so much slow play, but we got to get into a position where we can make it. We don't put ourselves in the best position to make the forge. We're just fighting ourselves all the way. So unfortunately, that's what it's going to take. I'm going to build a fire and try to sleep out here. Try to avoid that cabin fever if we can. And hopefully make it. Hopefully by the time our friend Steve gets to work, we will be at the forge. That's what I'm sincerely hoping for, but we'll see. We shall see. If you enjoyed the slow play, please give a like. If you don't, give it thumbs down. Be honest. Always be honest. And maybe you sub, maybe you stop back periodically. If you have the time. I know time is a valuable commodity. Sometimes there just isn't enough of it. Sometimes our back is to the wall with time. Time waits for no one. But hopefully we can build a fire here and get our 8 hours in and build up our condition. And then we'll be able to get out. Be able to get to the forge. And then we'll forge up our stuff. Then it's a different story. Then it's a whole nother ball game. Then we're not as vulnerable as we were. Then we're alright. Hopefully luck's with us. We could just sleep here. I'm hoping, because if anything goes awry, then we're gonna be set back again. And this is not a good place to be anymore. Bears over there. There's no rabbits. Obviously, no more rabbits are gonna spawn. Maybe in the morning another one may come. Who knows? Who knows? But they're definitely not gonna make it easy on you. That's for sure. So maybe luck will be with us. We just got to spend a little bit more time and then sleep, and then we're just going to get going. Hopefully our maple will be where we want it to be. I'm really hoping. Hoping we could get that thing cured while at least up to maybe 90% or so, and while we forge. The rest of it will cure, and then we're ready to go. How many crow feathers do I have? Pass them by. Yeah, 11. I'm one short of 4 arrows. I'm sure I'll find one on the way. There's a guy over there by the exit. With some crows around him, but yeah, as long as I can make a few arrows, get a bow, then we're good to go. And the weather is so nice right now. It's like, I just know in the morning we're probably going to be hammered. Get hammered by a nice blizzard or something trying to set you back. I'm hoping that we get a good day. Hoping that the luck of the game, or the game smiles on us with a bit of luck, and we'll be able to rock and roll right through there. We'll see. Definitely see what happens. I like to push right through that thing. Push right through there if we can. Oh, rabbits. No rabbits anywhere. And the bear won't get out of the clearing over there. So this is vastly becoming a waste of time in this place. We gotta fly out of here. Hopefully we get a good day and get to the forge. Let the mercy of the game. As long as we got an arrow up, we'll be alright. Kind of wish I would have tried for a log earlier, but we're getting a little too late in the day, and if the lights come up and you're out there trying to do something, there's a good shot chance that you'll get wasted. Well, let's just get through one more night here. We got the red thing over the eye, which I'm pretty sure is indicating cabin fever is right on the verge of invading our lives. I think this audio keeps disappearing. I don't know if it's translating to the stream. I hope not. Here comes the lights are going to come up tonight, of course. One more dangerous night. One more dangerous night in the shelter. We might not even get a shot to go to the forge if something happens here during the night. It's all a crapshoot all the time. Some things you got control over, some things you don't. Which is the unfortunate aspect, but I mean that's pretty much every aspect in life, just not in a game. Pretty much every aspect in life. Old Fire Striker's almost gone. I don't know how much that thing weighs. That 0.22 of a pound, about a quarter pound is all. Those Sorry about that. We're having a slight problem here. I'm not sure if I have to. Not sure if I should reboot this thing before leaving here to ensure that we get there. I mean, I'd hate to have the game crash halfway on the way, to the forge. It's unfortunate these problems are are occurring here. I have no clue what's going on. But let's build our fire. Wonder if I could start that with a torch. I just wonder if I could start that with a torch. I might have to get out. Oh, that's it for the fire striker. No good. No good for the fire striker. It is gone. It won't let you drop it inside the shelter, so we'll have to get rid of that. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for one more light out of it, but it served us well. I was happy to find it in the beginning. So happy. So let's go ahead and take a drink. Take a drink. Let's get a torch. Lousiest torch. Light that up now that the fire striker's gone. It's gonna... I do have the mag glass, which is a comfort if you get a decent day, but I'm trying not to build that many fires anyway. Okay, so let's try to sleep one more time, get our condition up, and then hopefully we get out of here. Hopefully we get to the forge intact. Alright, well, we're limited now. We got beef jerky and cattails and some cups of tea. That is it. One more cattail, we'll drink the tea. Drink our last herbal tea. Hopefully there'll be some at the forge. I'm gonna try 4 hours and keep our fingers crossed. Keep our fingers crossed. No weather kicking up. Can't hear it. That's good. 77%. 3 hours on the fire. Let's put another couple hours on there. Try another 4. Stay with me, weather. Uh-oh. Stay with me, weather. Alright, we're warm. Fully rested. Little wind out here though. Let's take a torch. Take another torch. And another flame down there. Windy. Let's try to make up a little bit more water if we can. Gotta get a drink. Conditions at 84, not too good. I'd rather it be 100. But under the circumstances, we can't sleep inside. We had to sleep outside here. I think it was imperative that we did so. And we got a little bit of time left till day. The red eye is gone. .224 out of 450. We're almost a half outside, almost a half better inside. But the forge will definitely take care of that for us if we get there. If we get there. We got some little time left before. I want to let this fire burn out all the way, that's for sure, because I don't want to stand up out of this shelter and get burned. When we get burned, that'll set us back big time. We got to grab all our teas inside, our wood, coal, our saplings, and then we're going to start out. Hopefully luck will be on our side. Excuse me momentarily, please. Okay, back. Sorry for the interruption, but bathroom calls, and that's one call you don't want to ignore. So soon we'll be ready to go. The red eye is gone, thank goodness. Have any more calories in me? Yeah, let's see if we could sleep another hour. No. Alright, well then let's at least pass the hour. We can cover that. Let's break down our shelter. Put our 10 sticks and get cold. Move. %, on the maple. That's unfortunate. Worked up our stuff. $11 scrap metal so far. 10 pieces of wood, a couple pieces of coal. Our lantern, I don't believe I'm going to bring the lantern. I'll leave it here. I'll leave this stuff here. Three of these, and unfortunately that maple is not cooperating with us very much. Let's see what our weight is at. 79 to 66. Unfortunately our fire striker is gone. Wood is 5 pounds. Scrap metal's 5 pounds. Sticks are 15. Hate to get rid of a lot of those sticks. I might get that down 10 pounds or so. Can pick some up on the way. Drop 15. See how we do. 9 pounds. 73. It's not too bad. Hate to leave those sticks. Give me this maple. Let's get warmed up and then we're out of here. We got water. We don't have that much food, but we got some cattails and teas if we have to fall back on. We got 17 cattails. Hey John, how you doing, partner? Nice to see you. No, just a quick bathroom break. Okay, do we have everything that we're gonna need? I hope I don't need those tools. I don't want to carry them, but we're gonna have to go. We'll come back here to Trappers. See my 100% torch. We'll get warmed up a little more and then we're going. We're going to try to make the forge. Here's the whole run in a nutshell right here. If we can make the forge, we're fine. If the weather doesn't allow me to use a torch to protect myself, we're screwed. That's the whole run in a nutshell right here. We made our boots. We made our mittens. We stayed away from cabin fever. I mean, everything is decent. Oh. Everything is decent, but we got 29 matches. We'll get another box over at the forge if we're lucky enough to get there. That's the whole thing. The whole run in a nutshell is getting to the forge. We get there, it's a different ball game. A whole nother ball game. Get a little more scrap metal there. We'll make a knife real quick and 4 arrowheads or so, and hopefully by that time the maple will be dried out and we can make our bow. Oh, I need 2 guts for the bow too. Damn it! I don't have enough gut. I'm in trouble. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, that really puts a hurting on this trip now. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, that hurts us now. No, I forgot. I think you need 2 guts for the bow, don't you? I think you're gonna have to have 2 guts for the bow. That really hurts. God almighty, that hurts now. Yeah, 2 cured guts. Oh, that screwed me. That is a big time screw right now. Unbelievable. Out there, let it cure a little more. Let me go over and you don't want to be carrying fresh gut over to to the forge either. So this is really unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. 99% cure. I'm waiting for this gut to cure 1 more %. Then I'm picking up everything. We're gonna head back over to the camp office. I'm gonna have to get another gut. So we're gonna have to postpone the trip over at the camp office. At least I could get some more cattails off the lake. Get better prepared. But I forgot all about the damn gut. I forgot all about the gut. And I know there's rabbits by the camp office. Over here there's no rabbits. Everything is just gone. They're not going to give you any more other than the bear. The bear is the only thing you get here. So that really screwed me. That really screwed me. And I'm not going to, I got to wait for this gut to cure because I'm not going to carry it and have to lose it to a wolf. Because he'll just pursue me with the scent. So we are, once again, we're screwed. Because we need another gut. And there was no more rabbits. It's just beyond belief that they wouldn't spawn anymore over here. I figured every few days, you know, they'd respawn the 3 rabbits here, but they only spawned 1. 1 rabbit. So it's alright, we'll go to the camp office, we'll go up the hill there, we'll grab a couple rabbits, we'll have a little bit more food, and we'll wait for the maple to cure, we'll wait for the gut to cure, then we're ready to go. I can't believe this. Anything to set you back. And this guy, I don't know how fast he got. Obviously the birch cures much faster than the maple, so we'll need another night for this maple to cure. But it's much better to have everything ready when you go there, so you quickly put everything together, and that way you're protected. But that's a devastating setback. I was ready to go. I'm glad I didn't start trotting over there and then realize I needed another gut. Because you can't sit at the forge and do that. There's not enough food. You'll never make it. You'll never make sitting there waiting for this thing to cure. At least at the camp office we get cattails off there. We get some rabbits up the hill there, providing a wolf doesn't mess with us. And then we can go. So unfortunately, my trip is postponed to the forge just a little bit longer. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. How do we do on cloth? We got 4 cloth. We only got, what do we get? 2 pieces off of that, 2 pieces off the reclaimed snow shelter, so helps a little bit, but yeah, that's a horrifying setback. I can't believe that. I forgot I need 2 guts for that bow. Why 2 guts for the bow? Who knows? Just to make it a little harder on you. Just to make it a bit harder. So we're postponing the trip to the forge just a little bit longer, unfortunately. And we might as well bring... I wanted to come back here after the forge. That's horrible. That is really, really horrible. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh, yeah, I'll come back here after the forge. Drop 2 of them. That'll give me another % on that. Is done. That'll give me 9 arrows. 9 arrow shafts when I get to the forge 3 saplings. There, the gut's cured. Plus I'm pretty darn sure I got a maple and a couple birch in the trailer at the top of Coastal Highway. Take our sticks with us. And maybe we better leave some here. That would probably be a good idea. We'll leave them here. Some sticks. Need 15 here. And I believe we got everything else, right? We got our maple. The lantern I'm not going to bring. Is that jerry can on me anymore? No, I think I used it for the... I don't have anything in here. That's basically worthless. Alright, let's go. Let's head out of here. Go back to the office. Regroup over there. We'll leave everything here. We'll come back. We'll come back here. The arrows, of course. Still no bunnies. Those rabbits out stay here, but we'll get cattails at the office. Time to vacate the trappers for a while. We'll come back. We'll come back and we'll get this bear once we're ready. Always hanging out over there. Hope you're there when I come back. We'll come back over here. And we're gonna go for a bear coat right away. Right away. Windy out here concerns me just a bit. Maybe if we're lucky, the coal will respawn over here real quick. A piece of coal that lays here, and I believe every so many days it respawns. Maybe once a week it respawns over here. Chase this deer the way we're going. I was hoping to get him to go down the path here. In case anything was there, that would go after the wolf or the bear or the deer instead of me, but yeah, we're cold, dropping condition. Over to the camp office. I think we'll make the camp office, then I think I'll end the stream there, and we'll pick it back up later this afternoon. So let's just make the camp office first. Would have been nice just to add to the forge, but I forgot about the gut, so unfortunately that's going to set us back. There's just not enough food at the forge. There's some, I think there's a couple cans of dog food or something you'll find there, but other than that, you're going to be running out quickly. Scrap metal? No. Okay. No scrap metal. No guy over here. I think the guy is by the camp office. We're definitely going to need a few more crow feathers. Let's go along here and hopefully we'll be alright. We won't get any sprains or anything. Which, as a lot of you know, is a hard thing to do sometimes. Just walking across the floor of your cabin, they like to give you a sprain. Yeah, that's an unfortunate setback. Gotta go back to the office. Gotta wait. At least we'll get some more cattails there. We'll get the gut, some rabbits. We'll get a little more meat. Get the gut cured out. Then we'll head back to the. Then we'll head to the forge, hopefully. We can head up here very shortly, head across the top of the ridge. That'll drop us pretty close to the... Come on! Ridiculous. Yep, knew it. Knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's great. I knew it every single time. Every single time. You pit these hills against you and these trees. You go around the trees and all this stuff, trying to get your path up to the top, and they always pull that crap on you. Give you a sprained ankle or a sprained wrist. Boy, they gotta make you go straight past it, all the way to the extreme end of everything, all the way to the rock, you know, all the way to the trees where you might get an ambush attack going around a blind rock or something because they just won't let you go up a hill. They put some good thought into this game on how to screw you around, that's for sure. I mean, how many miles, I don't know if they put it in within you know, miles of walking or what have you, but those sprains just pop up way too often. You would think your character has survived in these elements for so long that he would get, you know, a little bit stronger, be able to carry a little bit more stuff, but no, he never gets any stronger, and it's obviously they need to let you find a goat somewhere in this game so you get milk, keep your bones strong and everything, because you get too many sprains, just way too many. What a beautiful day, though. I gotta get inside, I'm cold. Looks beautiful out here, though. Gotta get inside. Okay, well, we made it to the camp office unscathed. But like I said, we were going to definitely need another gut. Drop down this maple and get it curing. That thing curing. The gut is cured. And we'll drop this stuff. We get some cattail. We'll drop the coal. We'll drop all our reclaimed wood. Get as much weight off of us as we can. And we'll warm up. But I think I'm going to leave the stream here. We'll pick it up It's noon right now here. We'll probably pick it up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So if anybody's wondering, just look around then, and we'll be back up streaming. Unless Craig's streaming, then I'm just going to stop in and watch his for a little while, and we'll pick it up later than that. But I sincerely thank everyone for spending time with me, watching. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I may have disappointed some. I wanted to go to the Forge, but I'm just not ready yet. There's no sense in going there not ready and just putting yourself into a worse predicament. Albert, John, Steve, anybody, Craig, anybody I don't see, anybody that was here, I thank you so very much. And we'll pick it up a little later, guys. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to walk and make sure I get a save. Pretty sure it's saved going in there, but we'll be better. We'll be safe. Get a save. And then, okay, so I'll see you all later. I thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you very much. We'll pick it up in a little bit. All right. Bye-bye.